Greetings, everyone. These are the Knights of the Turntable, and this is a first impression review of Lupe Fiasco's Pharaoh 230. With me, I have Joe Hova.
What up?
I didn't even hear you. I guess my audio is acting up. I can hear you now. And we have Richard Bailey.
What's up?
Yeah, Rich missed out on a really good podcast last night, but we back in here with the impromptu surprise Lupe Fiasco project. This is the first bit of music that we've heard from Lupe since removing the shackles of Atlantic Records. I know a few people have been pretty excited to hear what we're going to get from this, and wondering if Tetsuo in Youth was just going to be kind of a flash in the pan as far as him coming back and going into the low-cut Lupe rap form. So it's a 6-track mixtape called, and the tracks are In Valleys of Kings, Pyramid Schemes, which you know with Lupe Fiasco, there's always going to be multiple layers to everything that he puts into his project. The simplest thing to notice is Pharaoh is a play off Fahrenheit, which is his like classic mixtapes from back in the day, Fahrenheit 1st and 15th, and this one is technically called Pharaoh 230. So let's go ahead.
Can I just address something first? Did he get Paul Pierce to find the cover art for this? Because this is terrible.
I don't know why he did that. It looks like freaking 8-bit graphics from like the Nintendo game or something.
It looks like
which I may be completely off with the 8-bit thing.
It looks like an 8-bit or 16-bit. Like it looks like it's from like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I don't. Knowing Lupe, there's probably a meaning for that too. But were y'all aware that this project was coming?
I'd heard like we had heard like maybe rumblings of it, but I mean he just dropped it out of thin. Like we got done with the show last night, and then I was laying in bed watching Narcos, and I saw on Twitter that it had dropped. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I was out, and when I got home at like 3, and all I saw in my DMs. Let me pull this up. All I saw in there was Pharaoh 230, and it didn't click to me to what it was then, because I may or may not have been really intoxicated when I got home. Because if I would have known what it was, I would have listened to it right then. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even think about it this morning until you were like, "Hey, are we doing a first impression?" As soon as I saw that, before you even said what it was, I was like, "Ding! That's what that was. All right, cool. I need to go download it and listen to it." But Rich, were you aware of it coming?
I didn't know. Oh no, I wasn't aware. Only after I read the actual description and said that he's been talking about this project, but I didn't know prior to that.
Word. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into it. It's not a very long project at all, but I'm sure we'll have plenty to say about where Lupe's been versus where he is now, and the differences between label Lupe and non-label Lupe. But Rich, go ahead and start us off. What were your thoughts on this EP as you listened to it, sir?
All right, first off, as you said, the shackles of Atlantic Records. Yeah, it's a major difference because, not really making songs that's tailor-made for, radio play or any of that other type of stuff. The sound is very different. I know I listened to a lot of Mos Def, Pharaoh, Monk in the past, and Talib when he made a good album, not like
Fuck the money.
Yeah, that's right. That's the song. but this is a lot more different. I don't know what's going on. The production is solid. All of the tracks. The sound of it is great. And then of course, the delivery is always good from Lupe. They expect that. I don't really understand everything he's talking about, of course. I do understand the stuff when he's talking about breaking free, but the other stuff, no. But still, it sounds great. It's awesome.
Yeah, disclaimer, this is a first impression review of a Lupe album. You know damn well that we don't understand everything that he was saying in that project, and it's going to take us a few months to figure the whole thing out.
Dog, it's going to take me at least 6 months before I figure out like exactly everything that's going on this project.
Hell yeah, man. But I echo the comments on the production. I feel like I wasn't expecting this kind of production from Lupe because, we hear such experimental sounds with him on occasion, at least in the deeper levels of whatever production he has on the project. That goes for Tetsuo and Youth as well. What were you about to say, Joe?
Like his stuff, it's just this is like super laid back. Like this is,
Yeah,
I feel like this is the most laid back, and I feel like that has something to do with Lupe not being on Atlantic now. I feel like he's able to relax now.
yeah, he's able to relax. And, of course, with this being a mixtape, he's also able to sample things a certain way
Hmm.
and to rap over certain things, which he didn't like rap over a bunch of other beats. The only beat that he used was the Jay Dilla one.
Hmm.
But he samples a lot of different things, and it's like classic hip hop sound.
Hmm.
It kind of bridging the gap with classic and new school stuff. I was not expecting that at all. When like initially when I'm thinking, all right, Lupe, doesn't have the chains of Atlantic now. He's about to run wild with the Japanese cartoon sound and like all this other stuff and rock influences. And no, he gave us like a legit hip hop project. So much that in the last song, it's like jumping between the different production styles and the different beats
Hmm.
with the classic riffs and the drum breaks and everything is super dope. But Joe, go ahead and give us your take.
It's solid from front to back, but I feel like I feel like I resonate more with the second half of it, like especially Pyramids and Schemes. Like Schemes is freaking like the way that he told that story reminded me of like Slick Rick telling the story.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. Pyramids is just that's probably the best song on the entire project. Like that song is amazing. There wasn't really any low points for me, and I think that's a testament of the project only being 6 songs.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we talk about it all the time with EPs. Though we love them, it's very easy for you to ruin an EP experience with just a couple songs that mess up the whole thing. But this one's 6 tracks strong. I'd be reaching to say that there was a song that I did not enjoy,
Yeah.
production wise or rap wise. So, and as deep as Tetsuo and Youth was, and as complex as it was, I felt like this was still very approachable by Lupe Fiasco standards.
Hmm.
You can listen to it and you can vibe out, which, I always say you got to check your expectations, but I really was expecting Lupe to go freaking dumb it down times 1,000 and really fuck with people's heads and not even be accessible in the full picture. But Pharaoh is dope from open to close, and you can jam to it. There's not anything that's like catchy, repetitive Lupe stuff, but we weren't expecting that from Lupe in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So, Joe, your favorite song would be Pyramid, right?
Yeah. Probably Pyramids and Schemes. Those are I like Pyramids a little bit more.
Word up. How about you, Rich?
I have to agree, Pyramid Schemes. But I did like Valleys, that second track. Man, it's like you said, he doesn't miss a beat on any of these tracks. So it's real hard to just, but if I have to say what I like most, I did like Valleys, the storytelling in Pharaoh. I understand that's why it's there to tell a story. And that's pretty much what this whole album is doing. But yeah, Valleys, Pyramid Schemes, and Kings.
Word up. I don't have a favorite just yet because I'm gonna have to listen to this a few more times. I'm definitely gonna give it a lot of spins, like the rest of the freaking day. I got a couple things that we got to do the co-op podcast today, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah.
when I'm not on a podcast, I'm gonna be listening to this over and over, trying to dissect it and figure some of these things out. Sadly, we have a couple people that really would like to share their opinions on this, but we couldn't get them on. When we do the show, the next Nights of the Turntable, we'll definitely get some people to speak on it because I'm sure they're gonna have a lot to say. And B Will might have to dust that cape off from way back in the day and become a Lupe fan again because he's been in denial, man.
B Will is like he's like I love B Will, but he's in Get Off My Lawn Twitter.
I don't know, but like Lupe may have propelled himself right into that rocking chair next to him on the porch now. Like he could kick it with him. But we did the Nights of the Turntable podcast. It's on thecoalition.com. Check that out. It was a really dope conversation about Macklemore on there, or really not dope, depending on how you're looking at it. And we'd like to hear your opinion on this. In the post on thecoalition.com where you're looking at this right now, we have the mixtape itself embedded, so you can listen to it. You can download it. We'd like to hear your opinions. If you have any questions, shoot them to us because we'll address them on the show itself, and probably give you a little shout out and everything. Last words from Joe.
I was actually really surprised that I liked it. And here's the thing: I was getting ready to listen to the Alessia Cara EP or the Weekend Project, and I was like, you know what? Let me give Lupe a chance today. And now this makes me want to go back and listen to Tetsuo and Youth.
Word. Because you only listened to that like once, or you didn't finish listening to it?
I haven't listened to it. I didn't want like the internet or anything to like ruin it for ruin my listening experience.
Experience?
So I've been waiting and just kind of putting it off. So.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get your impressions from that when we do the next show, of course. Rich, last words.
Yeah, I thought Tetsuo and Youth was an okay album. I still do not like that banjo song. So this redeems, because again, as you said, less tracks is less for you to say is bad. So yeah, I think this is a solid effort. I think anyone who is a Lupe fan who may have lost a little bit of faith, they need to go ahead and download this. It's free. There's no excuse not to listen to it. It's free. So definitely worth listening to. I highly recommend it.
Word up. And actually, I hope he puts some kind of physical copy out for this, or has some kind of like collector's edition, something that he can order, because I think that'd be pretty dope. I mean, I feel that way about a lot of indie artists that I want them to put the physical copies out for me to grab. But as always, hit the eye annotation to support the coalition.com with your donations. Everything is going to be free, but we would love for you to slot some money in that mail slot so we can improve things and get some new people on the show or get some new equipment for everything. And just get new features done to make things more interesting for you. And we appreciate all the feedback and the support. Keep it all coming. And we will see you next time. Peace out.